Dear all, Kalispera says, distinguished representatives of the Hellenic government, dear experts, members of the diplomatic corps here in Athens, dear all. First of all, thank you so much to the Economist for hosting this very important and timely event, and for including me in such a competent panel. It is an honor to be here today. I'll try to be brief, but allow me to say a few words about my country, Norway, and what we have done so far. So, today in all our societies, there is a need for new skills, new jobs, and new knowledge. And we need a policy that facilitates a flexible, dynamic learning process throughout life. This is important not only for securing a productive labor market and economic growth, but also to ensure that no one is left behind. Now, the governments alone cannot ensure an efficient response to these challenges that we are facing today. The participation of the society as a whole is crucial, and equally important is, in our view, international cooperation and exchange of experiences and knowledge, as we do here today. So thank you again for the invitation. In Norway, we have a very long and strong tradition for investing heavily in schools and education. Also, a high nursery coverage ensures that the vast majority of children have a good starting point before beginning primary school. And almost all pupils who finish primary school continue with upper secondary education. Also, the high requirements for secondary education prepares the students for a working life with high demands for adaptability and lifelong continuous learning. So in my country, there is more or less a consensus that this model have contributed to high adaptability and employment, a population with high skill levels and education, and a learning working life. Also, in Norway, cooperation between the social partners is essential in developing lifelong continuous learning. The so-called tripartite collaboration between the government, the employers, and the employees' organizations will continue to play a crucial role based on mutual trust, and also an acknowledge from both parties, or all three parties, that lifelong learning is indeed a shared interest. A few words about what the Norwegian government has done recently. In 2020, the government presented the skills reform. Its two goals are, firstly, that no one shall become obsolete due to lack of competence, and secondly, to close the competence gap. Now, to succeed with this skills reform, the labor market must be on board and invest more in their employees' skills, provide good opportunities for each individual's training, learning, and facilitate on-the-job training. And on the other hand, employees must take advantages of the possibilities provided for them. In Norway, employers and employees already invest a great deal in skills development and are committed to promoting learning in the workplace. More specifically, priority has been given to adults with poor basic skills and persons without secondary education. Several measures have been implemented to provide this. Our skills program and Skills Plus are two examples. And if there is any interest of learning more about these two programs, I'm happy to share it later. So for my government, the implementation of the national policy when it comes to lifelong learning is and will become even more important in the years to come. And as I said, it is also, in our view, equally important that we exchange experiences beyond borders and support each other through these transitions. So we are proud to support several projects here in Greece related to the topics discussed today. Now, Greece and Norway are both coastal countries dependent on the maritime sector and the European blue economy. The European blue economy is representing around 5.4 million jobs and is expected to double its employment by 2023. Moreover, the sector plays a crucial role in the green shift or transition. Obviously, this affects both our countries, making it even more important that we cooperate. The Blue Generation Project, supported by the EEA and Norway grants, aim to attract and engage youth and young adults to pursue a sustainable career in the blue economy. The project lasted from 2018 to 2020. This was done through mentoring programs, study visits, and information days. The program was an excellent opportunity to prepare for the challenges of tomorrow and to ensure that skills young adults have matches what future employees need. This will reduce the risk of unemployment and promote productivity. The Business of Food project is another example the EEA and Norway grants supports. The program, organized by WISE Greece, provides free education for vulnerable groups, especially women, equipping them to pursue work in the agri-food sector or to create their own product lines. As a result of this innovative project, 1,360 people from 200 locations across Greece received training, 70% of them being women. And stunningly, 92% of the participants now think of entrepreneurship as a possible career. To summarize, there are no quick fixes to the changes we are facing, and no one can solve the challenges alone. The government, employers, and employees, as well as the broader civil society, all need to ensure that our skills keep pace with the society's development and new demands. This starts with a solid education system, cooperation between the government, employers, and employees, and not the least, a dedication to strong institutions in our societies. Thank you so much for having me. Ευχαριστώ πολύ.